Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. That's a 16 or an 18-inch round canvas, probably 16. And I want to experiment with some Sherwin Williams Tricorn Black and some Prizm Pour Chantilly lace and some Indian spice. Helps if I don't have my bottles in the way. So I'm going to put a layer of paint all over the canvas, but hopefully not as much on the outside. Not as heavy a layer on the outside. So I may first tip a little toward the outside, but I'm going to put Chantilly lace down in patterns, I hope. Now it's a little different than the white Sherwin Williams because inevitably it's a little thicker. The white is thicker than the black. And I want to be able to have, what is that thing in there? That's a rather large thing. Goodbye, thing. So I'm wondering if I even have enough paint to do what I want. The only thing I can think of is to spin it out a little bit before draining the rest of that. Okay, so we got one side. And I'm going to try and get the other. Maybe. I see there's another thing in there. Good for me. Huh. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try and cheat. I never intended on spinning, to tell you the truth, just tipping. But necessity tells me I'm going to take a long time to get this canvas covered if I don't. Try it this way. And I may still spin. Okay, I see there's another thing in there, fortunately. And hopefully there aren't any more. So my plan is pretty simple. Is to use the Chantilly lace and hope I can make a fairly decent, somewhat interesting pattern. Stretch it a little bit. Put some gold in after that. Who knows if I can spin that out? I'm kind of curious to find out, but I don't think I'm going to be willing to do it without a barrier. So I might as well bring the barrier in, move the tweezers out, and the spatula goes in the bucket. Yeah, I'm still leaving my paint can in there. Or I think I am. This seems to be awfully far away from where I need it to be. Let's move that out of there. If I tip it down, I can get more paint out of there. Now I kind of see that it's off center again. That looks good. That looks fairly good. Now as I go, I might want to just add some more. Because I can. And it's an experiment I've been wanting to do. We don't really know what's going to happen from spinning Chantilly lace. I know what the Chantilly lace is going to look like. It's going to be amazing. My question for me is, have I made an interesting enough pattern? And I really wanted to add some gold. And I don't know if I can add more paint at the stage I just added it at, and have it be copacetic. But it looks like it's going to be copacetic no matter what. So let's get in there with some gold before it's too late. Seems like my bottle is a little bit closed up, which is something I definitely should have checked first. But sometimes I like it when it's closed up because the stream is smaller. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if it's more important to put the gold on the edge of the white or inside. I'm kind of liking it inside. That was a backwards spiral. Alright, so I'm getting somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure where that is. Makes me want to use the new Vivid Intense Pearls and Diamonds with it, just to see what it would look like. I'm trying to be careful how I put my lines down. I really had no intention of spiraling anything out. I suppose I could take the time. Oh, now I'm getting plugged. Honestly, what I should do is take the time to unplug that. But then we have a whole new can of worms with a much larger stream. My tweezers that I use to unplug bottles are on the Amazon link, and they work really well to take a cone of paint out of the tip. Just by putting it in there and twisting. You might still have to clear the stuff you push out the front, but otherwise... Oh, and I've got a big clot of... This is what the threads look like. You want to pull them out too. I have some red tarnished rose from the new Vivid Intense. It's really tempting. I took that entire cone out and then I didn't get the tip cleaned. This is maddening. Hang on, I'll be right there. That's better. Much better, actually. Well, I guess we'll see. Or we'll hope, which is more like what it seems like. It requires more patience than I necessarily have. Let's see if I can poke something down in there. That's either going to help or hurt. I usually keep upholstery tacks in the end of the bottles that don't have caps, but I don't usually worry about the caps so much. The capped bottles. And I could swipe if I didn't like what was happening at all. But I think it's time to spin again just because. I've got my barriers backwards. I need to throw those into my bucket. Well, I've got black coming off, so that's encouraging. Not a tremendous ton of it. I'm kind of liking what I've got. I could just fill in around the edge with some more Chantilly lace. Let's see how far I can get it spun out before I have to do that. I could just put dots around the edge too, or I could do nothing. It's sort of like hieroglyphics. They look like calligraphy to me a little bit. I'm so tempted to spiral out one of that one in the center. Well, that's kind of cool, but I'm not evidently balanced in my design, I don't think. So I'm inclined to do more of this. But I really want the paint to come out more easily. It's a work in progress. I mean, it's the first time I tried this. Well, it's the second time I tried this because I put the one I tried with Chantilly lace last on the members only library, which reminds me, there's a members only library. If you want to be a member, it's $9.99 a month, and you get access to over 110 videos for members only. I'm going to have to decide after I spin out one more time if I want to do anything else to it or if it's good enough as it is. And that thing in the center is just staring me down. So I'm inclined to mess with it. And see if I can spiral it out. And do the same thing with some of the others. I was kind of hoping the background paint would lend itself to the contrast necessary to make a spiral look like a spiral. Oh, and there's something in there. Kind of glad I did that. Is a bubble. I am going to spin out one more time. Looks like I could definitely use a torch, albeit briefly. So I like my spirals when I get to the center, I just leave my stick standing still and twist. And it seems to work for me. It used to always give me bubbles, but it doesn't seem to be the same way it used to be, and I don't know why. So I think you could have fun doing this technique with interferences too. And where'd my gold go? There it is, way over there. I was thinking that they might the golden dots and stuff might dendrite. All right, I've got 3 minutes to tell you I do sell my artwork. I'm not sure this is the most fabulous, but I'm not sure it's the least fabulous either. I think it's pretty cool. I want a dot right there though. I did actually manage to hit most of the Chantilly lace with a little bit of gold. And if I hadn't, I just did. I could have used the Mayan gold too. I think that would have worked fine, but it's a lot darker than the Indian spice. And we're going to give it one more spin. And then I'm going to hit it quick with a torch. In the meantime, I should tell you guys, on my link tree you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook group, Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Appreciation Group, Fluid Art, and more. Please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind sharing my videos. I really, really appreciate the help. That's actually pretty cool. But I do see that I want to add spirals wherever I can. Not just my thing either, lots of people like them. So I think I'm pretty well done, except for the torching, and I'll do that really quickly. I can't wait to see what it looks like tomorrow. I can't believe I got lucky and it came out so even. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you come again. I post at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Happy with how the Tricorn Black worked out. I'm not sure well, you know what? If I can shimmer this at you, you're going to see some darn tootin' shimmering. Because I know that Chantilly lace is going to dry like diamonds. Check that sparkle out. That looks pretty cool. Kind of looks cool with the drips on the edge too. Neat. Really like that. It's just something different, completely different. And if I see that there's room for another spiral or two, like there, and tighten that one up, I might do that before I take my picture, fix that thing because it looks wrong. But otherwise, thank you guys for the donations through PayPal. The icon's on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner, and donations help me buy Floetrol and GAC 800 and canvases and miscellaneous paints that I need for background and house paints, and there's a lot of that necessary, so I really appreciate the help. Thank you for shopping my Amazon link at no added cost to you. Check on my link tree for Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook group, Expressionist. I told you that already. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. Yes, I said that. Okay. So where was I? I'm completely lost now. I do give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. Pardon me, please, for being a space cadet. And I'm going to fix a couple of those spirals, and then we're going to go. But I love you guys, and I want you to take care of each other, take care of yourselves. One more sparkle for the road. Pretty awesome, actually. I'm glad I did that. Thanks for being here. I love you guys much. You inspire me often. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.